to talk about how to set up the gradebook on Schoology so you can easily sync grades and comments on assignments from Schoology to PowerSchool. So the first thing that you need to do is set up your gradebook on Schoology. So we're going to go over here on the left-hand column and click Grade Setup. So once we do that, we're going to look under categories, and you want to make sure that you have the same categories listed as the ones you use on PowerSchool. So the default is not to have any categories, so I'm going to add some. And maybe you have a homework category, and perhaps you have a test category, and maybe you have a participation category. So now that I've made those, they exist for this class. And one of the options that I have is then to copy those settings to all of my other class periods. I'm not going to do that because I already have my stuff set up for real. But this is the quickest way to add those categories to all of your different classes. You don't have to go in and do it each time. So once you have your categories set up, then you have the opportunity to set up your information down here on the left-hand side where it says PowerSchool. And again, you're only going to have to do this once at the beginning of the year, and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. And you're going to see a list of categories where it says configuration. So instead of sync grades, we're going to go to this button here that says configuration. Okay, so now that's working. In here, it's going to list all of the categories that you have in PowerSchool. So these are all the things that I've created in PowerSchool. And then I need to sync up which categories on Schoology I want to go to which categories on PowerSchool. So the only categories that I use are practice, STAR, and standards assessment. So I make sure that I have that linked to practice, STAR's linked to STAR, standards assessment is linked to standards assessment. Once you do that, you click Save. Now in this step, you also want to make sure that this box is checked, automatically shorten assignment titles. Absolutely have that checked, because if the title is too long, once it gets to PowerSchool, it won't actually sync. So checking this box makes sure that that will never happen. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you get this set up or configured for all of your classes. So I have 2 sections of ELA 7 linked together. So I need to make sure that both sections of my class have that configuration set up. So don't forget, like I did at the beginning of this year, to set up that configuration for both sections. Once you've done that, then you have the ability to really easily go into your gradebook on Schoology, and this is where all of those grades auto-populate when you grade stuff in the program. Once you do that, all you have to do is click this button right here. It looks like a circle, sync changes to PowerSchool, and now automatically the scores for each assignment and any comments that I've added for that assignment are going to sync to PowerSchool, so I don't have to enter all that information twice. So that's how you set up your Schoology gradebook to be able to sync with PowerSchool.